Divine Mastery, the Book of Transformation, Chapter 4, The Higher Realms. Each of us, at times through our life, will question the fact whether higher realms really exist. This chapter will prove their existence so that you don't have to question it again. Higher realms do exist, and unless you experience it and feel it for yourself, you'll question it. I feel that questioning this existence through our lives and experiencing it for ourselves is the most important part of our spiritual growth, physically. It is through this growth where our truth becomes part of our lives. Through the last chapters, a lot of change in our perception has taken place. I feel that spiritually this was an opening for you to find a path that is truth for yourself. I feel that you've prepared yourself to open the doors of the higher realms so that you can feel very clear about this existence and live with it being part of your life. Opening yourself up to connect with the higher realms will give you the belief that is right for you. In no way will I tell you a religion or a way you need to believe in, because your own spirituality is sacred and for you only. Through my own personal life, I have met many people and many belief systems and actually got to experience their higher realm existence that they have around them. All religions and all beliefs that are connected to the higher realms are beautiful and sacred, and each one of these ways have truth for the people who are connected with them in an emotional, physical, and spiritual way. I believe that if you really feel your religion or belief system in your heart, then you have found the right way for you. That is one reason why religion and belief structures are so important in our world. However, this should be emotionally sacred for each person, and respect for what other people believe in is very important. This shouldn't have any importance on how many people believe in one specific way, so therefore it's the right way. If you're putting a judgment on any type of religion or belief system, you're putting judgment on something sacred that is connected to the higher realms, and that is something that really isn't right. This judgment is human created as far as what and whom you should believe in, and it's wrong. It takes away from our sacredness of finding the true way for you and each other. This judgment has created many problems in our world, and if people just opened themselves enough to feel their own connection to the higher realms, then that would be theirs, the truth that's right for them. Let others find their own truth. Let others feel their own connection with a higher realm in their own way. Their connection may be entirely different than yours, and respect is very important. The higher realms are connected to everything. Plants, water, sky, planets, people, everything. And in our world, there are many different types of plants, water, planets, and people. Look at how many different cultures that existed and still exist. What do you feel the purpose is with that? When you look at religion and spiritual belief systems, you'll find that there are many similarities that run through them all. Most religions and spiritual beliefs have a belief in angels, use the same spiritual universal laws, and they all give a sacred connection to their people and the higher realms that affect their physical, emotional, and spiritual lives. The perceptions that us as humans have created in each religion and belief system is one important reason of why there's so much of this unnecessary judgment. If there were only one truth that everybody on earth should believe in, then it should and would have been shown and proven a long time ago. The only thing that takes away from each religion or belief system is us humans. If we are not more connected and kept the mental mind out of this amazing connection, then there wouldn't be so many problems based on religion and spirituality. The problem is that people and their human minds have created this dogma and judgment and claim that their way, or that they as an individual have and carry the real truth. Like I said before, if it is truth for you, then hey, congratulations on finding that for yourself. However, don't be so narrow-minded to believe that it's the only way. If someone does claim to have the answer and claims to have the truth, then they better be able to prove it, not only physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Have you ever thought of the fact that maybe each religion and belief system is all connected? That it doesn't really matter what you call it. Maybe the reason is that it's all connected on a spiritual level, so the higher realms can operate through us and everything all over the planet and touch each one of us individually. What's most important is the main purpose of spirituality and the connection with the higher realms. For someone to open up their spirituality without dogma or what other people have created has to be a personal experience. In this chapter, my intention is to help you connect with the higher realms for yourself. Every single person from all faiths, all religions, and all walks of life are part of a greater spectrum of the higher realms, and all of these are a part of creation. My point is that every single person has their own divine connection naturally present to them. It is this connection that you feel in your heart that will open the door to what is right for you to believe in whatever religion, spirituality, or walk of life that is. Your connection with the higher realms must be sacred to you, and it won't matter what anybody else thinks, because that's their judgment anyway. If you do not believe in higher realms, then this chapter is really going to be exciting, because you'll be experiencing amazing things that your black and white mind won't be able to explain. This will prove to you that there is an existence of higher realms. Those of you who don't know what they want to believe in, don't worry about that and don't carry it like there's something wrong because you don't know exactly what to call it. You don't need a name. The most important thing to do to experience the higher realm is to be open to receive and experience. How can you believe in anything if it doesn't touch you, if it doesn't feel sacred to you? What I believe and what you believe may be two entirely different things, but who believes in the one true thing? The answer is both of us. In the higher realms, there's no naming or beliefs. They don't separate or point us out saying, well, that person is Buddhist over there and that person is Christian. Give me a break, please. What has been created on this planet by all of us humans is unintelligent and very much gets into the way of the sacredness of our spiritual lives. God can speak through me because I'm a priest, but no, he can't speak through you because you don't even go to church, is an example of what's out there. What about my religion is the only way and all other religions in the world are wrong and the people believing in them are going somewhere different? Again, unintelligent. I mean, really, take a look at what's going on in the world today with spirituality and religion. It's getting messy and out of control, and guess what? It's a big waste of time and energy, as well as it blocks our connection to the divine. If spirituality and religion could stay away from the judgment that people have created, pinpointing people and their beliefs, the freedom of paths would be able to touch the hearts of all of us so that we can connect with what we're meant to connect with. It really doesn't matter what these different paths are called. It's how much you're connected with it yourself. If you believe in a certain religion and really feel it in your heart, awesome. Then you found what connects you with the higher realm. That is what spirituality and religion should be about. Your own growth and sacred connection to yourself, so that you can have a fulfilled life. A life that makes you feel special and unique and taken care of by the divine. Keep other people's judgments out of your beliefs and let them find it on their own. Give them blessings and faith that you know that their higher realm connection will find them when they're ready to feel it. If you intuitively feel that there is a lot of similarities with them and feel that they might be interested in what you believe, then share your experiences. You can feel free about expressing what you are experiencing. And if it feels right to them, then they'll want to know more. And that should be good enough. Never try to force beliefs on someone. It creates a physical reaction that gets into their spiritual way. The divine will open each person up when they're ready to find the truth that is right for them. Please don't get into the way of the sacredness. The first step of connecting to the higher realms is the preparation of openness. Through this section, you'll be able to prepare yourself for this connection so that you can experience it fully and know that the higher realms really do exist. It is also very important to open yourself up to feel, hear, see, and know what is happening through this area of the chapter. Monitor yourself so that you can fully experience this growth. This is where you walk into a whole new mystery for yourself, the mystery of regeneration, where your soul has readied itself for rebirth. And this rebirth is for you to connect with the higher realms. It is important for you to know that with walking into this new mystery, you'll be going through a time of change and fluctuation. Because before you can physically see the higher realms, it is very important to break any type of fear that you may have connected to seeing. When we experience a situation that is so difficult to what we're used to, it affects you in every way, physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. The reason for this is when you experience something spiritual with your physical eyes, your whole life changes. Before you go through this change, I want to make sure that you completely feel safe so that there's no block or fear getting into your way. The only thing that you have to do is want to see an amazing experience for yourself. The number one message that I have for you before you experience this connection with the higher realms is to know that this first connection has to do with angels. You'll get to experience and physically see angels. Please don't worry about the fact that you won't be able to see them. Everyone has angels around them, good people and bad. The angels never leave us. However, if you steer in the wrong direction in your life and fall into a negative trap, then you may not feel your angelic connection. That is because you've chosen to shut yourself off with this connection by controlling your life mentally and not being yourself. The angels know what faith feels like, and they never walk away from the people they are guiding. It is only us humans that close ourselves off to the presence of angels. You will never be without an angel, and I know this will be proven to you. If you look at the world today and yourself, you'll come to realize that not too many people really have felt faith. The question is, what does real faith feel like physically? Do you know? And if you don't, that's okay, you will. As we live our lives in the physical realms, the angels are constantly around us waiting for you to ask them to intervene. The power that these angels have is absolutely amazing. And they need more people to believe in the divine. And if you're open to allow yourself to experience their existence, then that is the first step of connecting with the divine in this book. The angels need more people to have faith and to connect with the higher realms. Opening and preparing yourself through this chapter will allow you to experience this, because the angels will not let you down. They need you to have faith in the divine, and it is very easy for them to prove to you the higher existence. You just have to want it. When you experience the first sighting of this angelic experience, it will not stop. At first you may be a little confused because your world will change. It will change for the better, and from there you'll be able to faithfully walk the path that's right for you. All you have to do is feel and see this for yourself. Are you ready to start the process of opening yourself up to trust that what you will see is angelic, pure, and truly connected with the divine? Let's start. The first thing that we need to do is to create a link to your subconscious mind. We need to separate the intellectual mind and your everyday consciousness and connect with yourself, the true inner you. This subconscious mind is connected to you already in the physical world through your sleep. However, in order for the next experience to be real, you need to explore yourself and to connect with your subconscious mind while you're awake. The true you is ready within and around you. It's important to get in contact with it to reach the subconscious level. The personality of who you are now is part of the hidden seed within you. The way you respond is also a seed of this underlying true you. It is only what we create with our mind that is not the true you. However, the more you get in touch with your personality and watch your responses to things, the more you will realize what your true essence of the divine is. Because that is actually where you're connected to the higher realms. It's very important that you know that everything that you've gone through up until now is part of your growth. You have in the recent past been reconnected with your intuition, and it's the right time to learn and trust it. You won't let yourself down, because the messages that you will be receiving are very real to you. Follow your dreams and intuition. You're very much being guided now. These dreams and intuitions that you'll be receiving are part of you that is coming out to the light of your everyday world. Your life is changing, and with these strong insights that affect you physically, emotionally, and spiritually will not allow you to take them for granted. That's how real these experiences will be for you. This new mystery will suddenly become clear, and as you keep growing with yourself, it'll only get clearer and clearer. Along the way, you'll experience your intuitive powers increasing with new ideas and inspirations that will start to come your way. It's always very important to follow these ideas and inspirations, as they're a strong foundation of the road where you'll be headed. So far, you've attained a new subconscious level for yourself that you will physically be able to see clearly. This is the bridge, and this is where the bridge is made to connect you with the higher realms of the divine. The bridge that connects us to the higher realms is in fact the realization of power through our intuition. This bridge takes us to a new level of study and to learn more about your spirituality and where your truth is. Your thirst for this knowledge will intrigue you to search for life's secrets, and through this search you'll feel very connected to the divine. You'll know in your heart when you find true answers. This automatically puts you in a place in your life where you will just live and experience the present moment. This gives you the knowingness of following the lessons that the higher realms bring you for your ultimate growth and desires. All this information will come to you in a new way. Remember that it will not be brought to you through your actions or intellectual creations. This new information and guidance will only be brought to you through your inner voice, your spirit. If you ever feel that you're having a hard time connecting with your spirit or receiving the guidance, then you're falling into stress. And it's very important for you to relax and ask to be reconnected. Once you've opened yourself up to this level with the divine, it'll never leave you. At times when there is a lot of movement in your life, you may feel blocked from this connection. But if you remember to relax and ask to receive, you'll be able to become aware of the guidance around you and take the appropriate actions for that time. You came from living your life connected to your conscious being, using your intellect to manifest the very things you thought you wanted in your life. Now you're starting to live your life connected to your subconscious being that is growing rapidly by following your own intuition to physically bring out your spirit within. This part of your life, being balanced and true for you, reopens the doors to the true emotions that come from our divine essence. This divine essence is the key to our whole existence. The next step of preparation to receive an amazing experience with the angels is to make sure that your bridge has a solid foundation for you to walk on. This is about learning to trust yourself and the connection around you. Here you will find that all your thoughts will seem to be turned inward, and you'll become more concerned with who you are and where you're going. This is where you'll notice that the old part of you that would create illusion in your life is gone. To clearly see who you really are in your life, especially in the areas of intuition and personal development, the most important thing is to honor yourself, respect yourself, and to stand your ground. These attributes will show you what makes you who you are. It will help you find the faith to forgive yourself for mistakes in the past, but also in the future, and teach you to love yourself more and more. Every time you have a repeated cycle in your life that tries to pull you back or tries to stop your growth and development, you'll be able to recognize a new strategy to break the repeating cycle and learn from that lesson. This keeps bringing out your potential of allowing you to become what you really want to be. Until you've gotten to where you are now, what you should be and what you've wanted to be were two entirely different things. There are so many unexplored skills and abilities around you that have not been able to manifest into physical form. This new mystery will trigger you to use the creative powers in your being and to listen to your spirit, the divine. This opens the process for you to achieve your full potential. It is your intuition that understands your life and shapes your future. It's time for you to really take a look at your life and create new plans that will take your life to a level of appreciating who you are and the achievements you've accomplished. What would you like to do in your life more than anything else? Can you see yourself there? Are you trying? This is one thing that us as humans have in common. We've all had something that we've wanted to do but seemed to cancel it out because we didn't think that we would be able to do it. Don't you think the idea of wanting to do something in your life came from somewhere? Is it possible that it's a goal and the goal was given to us by the divine to reach for? Don't you feel that it would bring out the true you? Why do you think that every single human being on the face of the planet Earth has all had one thing they've wanted to achieve or do in their lifetime? Now this is a time for you to recognize what these things are and go for them. Use the power of your birthright and spirit and go for it. Make a plan to do and give yourself the chance. This idea has come to you for a reason. You'll soon realize that everything brought to us is brought to us for a reason. Imagine how it would change you in your life. See what it would do for you. Put it in your mind and consider that sometimes these ideas and dreams come to us because it's really something that you're meant to do. Tonight, open up and cherish you. Allow yourself to look at all the things that you've wanted to do and start a blueprint process of manifestation by putting them into plans. If it so happens to be your ultimate dream that you want and you'll know takes 10 years to get it, so be it. You'll have a vision that'll keep you going until you actually get there. Let your visions and dreams become a reality in your life and use them to keep you inspired as you watch your growth getting there. In any area of your life, if you have plans or goals and they're meant for you, know that you won't walk the path alone to get there. As long as you are being honest with yourself, you'll be walking side by side with the guidance that surrounds you every day. You'll be shown signs that let you know what steps to take so you're safe and secure. With this safety and security around you, you'll be able to find the unknown skills and abilities the real you possess. Now, you're at a place in your growth where you become truly aware of your own existence. This is where the habit of living your everyday life connected to your subconscious being strong, you have a whole new consciousness. You allow yourself to trust your thoughts and realize the power within, giving yourself a clear vision of exactly you should be manifesting in your life, physically, manifesting, spiritually, emotionally, and now intellectually. Feeling this balance and being able to completely trust it will open you to the quest of finding the meaning to life. This is the very time in your life where your spirit within becomes your everyday reality. The step to take now is the realization that even though we've lived the life that we have until now, we do have power of manifestation to change it. If your life ever seems chaotic, use your new consciousness to find the guidance of what steps to take, the direction you're headed. Our lives are very changeable. And this realization opens the door for you to really physically see the angels around you and what's there. And that's where you'll truly take the power to initiate changes in your life. Experiencing an angelic being like the one you are being prepared to see gives you the power and the need to search for more connection, to search for a more fulfilling destiny. All three steps that we have just covered create the concrete foundation of the bridge that we need to cross in order to be fully connected to the higher realms. To cross this bridge, all you need is the emotional connection to see it and feel it for yourself. This is where you'll be able to fully experience yourself through the initiation of the achievements you accomplish. For you to completely have the ability to receive without any blocks is my intention at this time. Until these blocks are confidently gone, you need to feel safe to receive in an emotional way. This emotional receiving is going to affect you through your entire being by accumulating blessings throughout every area of your life. Bringing these different aspects of you, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, to a complete balance by weaving them together and becoming whole. Your wholeness is a sacred gift, as sacred as any religion or belief system. You'll now have the clarity and opportunity to experience it in your life. Your uniqueness is sacred, and that very important power is what's going to shine and radiate onto others. You will clearly see that the world is very materialistic. You'll see the faults in that. And by being connected to your higher existence brings you radiance, the power to change what you see. Don't feel afraid of the emotions you physically have to get closer to people around you. Before we move on from here, I have the need to commend how far you've come in this transformation. It takes a lot of strength and courage to allow the old self to fall away and allow the new self to confidently shine through. I want you to know that you'll feel the rewards for this new coming into your life. You've put a lot of focus in finding the real you, the true you. You're now ready to walk across a bridge into a whole new connection with the angelic experience you'll go through tonight. Until you go to sleep tonight, celebrate yourself. Feel you, see your vision. Get excited about what's ahead. Know that your life is about growth, receiving, and your sacred connection to the divine. Celebrate yourself. Reflect on yourself. And prepare yourself for your own personal miracle. Let yourself feel the true rebirth that will give you the connection of wanting to only move forward in your life, never questioning whether or not the higher realms exist. Be excited about how alive you're going to feel. When you experience the angels tonight, don't forget to say thank you. When you go to bed, turn off the lights and get into bed. Lie on your back and breathe through your mouth. Relax and keep your eyes open. Relax and connect with the room. Relax until you feel comfortable. Once you're relaxed, look around your room and get connected with your surroundings. When you have seen all the walls of your room, look above you. Tonight you will see little sparkles all over your ceiling. You don't need to stare. Just look gently at the ceiling. When you're relaxed and ready, mentally say, "I'm ready to see you, angels." Between you and the roof over your head, you will see the sparkles. Connect and experience these sparkles. Watch them like you're looking up at the stars. What color are they? Are there any other energies you see? Can you see movement or little sparks? This is angelic energy, and as you get more comfortable with seeing them, you'll be able to see them every night. As the nights go by, their angelic form will get clearer and clearer. Feel safe raising your hand and touching them. You will physically feel an amazing sensation. It pleases them when you acknowledge this intervention. When you can physically see this angelic energy for the first time, it affects your development of emotions and intuition even more. This connection will only get stronger, and you'll be able to physically see how much growth is taking place in your life by how much of these little sparkles change. The angelic energy of these sparkles is the essence of your soul, so feel safe connecting to them as you're looking at your own reflection. This reflection is a connection that creates this divine contact between you and your source. Contact with the divine will give you great perceptions and awareness, as your new journey will be about your spiritual development. Just like it's a reflection of your soul, it's also an interdimensional source of true wisdom. As this energy hovers over you, know that it is also blessing you with the physical emotion of divine love and finding your true hidden faith. When you wake up tomorrow, you'll feel the expansion in your consciousness. It'll appear like you've put on a new pair of glasses. You'll see the outside world brighter and more beautiful. Spiritually, this bright sight is the consciousness of actually understanding that there are other amazing realms. Let yourself stand back and observe the clear reality of what is actually going on. This day that you'll have tomorrow will prove the power of illumination. When you recognize this illumination that came from within, at the second you're letting go, at that second, you're letting go of the illusion perception of what you've been living in. You'll realize now how important it is to find the true connection of yourself. This illusioned life that you can now see in others must be broken. When you see this in people, send them a blessing to find their true connection that will break their illusions. You're meant to use your life cycle as a lesson for others, but it's important to know that the divine will bring these people to you. Be content and ready for a turning point in your life that will bring new friends and experiences. All people in your life will be touched with your new vision, as well as the gifts of prophecy that will guide you and them. The biggest lesson you'll teach is the lesson of sacrifice, and how the old must die in order for the new spiritual rebirth to take place. Tomorrow, allow yourself to hold on to each new emotion that comes your way. Be whole. Let this wholeness of you give people an essence as you walk by them or come into contact with them. It will instantly put them on the path of finding their true. Spiritually is strong and sacred. It's a power that's pure. Your essence connected to this will help the spiritual manifestation of the higher realms and help them bring what they need into existence. The more faith you have, the more others are affected by it. Listen to your intuition and allow it to speak guidance to you and through you. Your intuition will teach you how to see beyond the surface to see the truth in everything with wisdom. Connect with this angelic energy as much as you want, and once you see them and realize how real they actually are, feel free to open other people up to seeing them as well. For example, if you're laying in bed with someone and after you've seen them for a few minutes, ask them if they see any sparkles on the ceiling. In order to be fully transformed, you must believe in it.